stoked the way it came out. We didn't change much about the G code to the G6. We just made the sole a little different to make it a lot lighter. Just added a little more design to the top. It's pretty much the same thing. Just kind of made it a little bit better, you know, for skating, jumping down stuff and jumping over stuff. I mean, the overall design looks a lot better too. So I'm really stoked the way it came out. You know, we weren't going for too much. It was like take a shoe that's already good and make it better. You know what I'm saying? So that was just kind of like, all right, let's just find what works, you know, and try a couple different things. And the team behind Soltech that works on getting it all done, they just get the best stuff that's out there. You know, they're just like, all right, this is what's gonna work. This is what's gonna feel good. I mean, my biggest thing when it comes down to designing a shoe is making it last a long time for the person who's skating it. Like, a kid goes and spends $80 on a pair of shoes. You know, it should last him a long time. It shouldn't be like, oh wow, I already thrashed my shoes, and they're running around and they're like, dang, what are those, like a year old? And they're like, no, they're a month old. And you're like, whoa, that shouldn't be right, you know? I just do simple things like, you know, the laces, they're a lot higher up and they're a lot closer together. Some people might not like it, but I do that because the further in, the closer they are together. From there, the harder they are going to be to break their laces when you're skating. You know, with these, they're like tucked away. There's a layer underneath, you know? And then you don't want like stuff going on over here to like catch and like rip. You kind of want it to be a flat surface, you know? So overall, this shoe like lasts a long time, and that's like the main concern. I don't want no one to get a shoe and just be like, oh yeah, your shoe was awesome, but it only lasted me a month. You know? And if it was only lasting them like a little bit, I'd be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't get my shoe because it doesn't last very long. But that's not the case. It's pretty crazy, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't really think about any of it. I just kind of skated, you know. Like I really just cared about skating. I didn't really give a shit about anything else, you know. I think about it now, and I'm like, damn, I traveled the world and shit's cool. Back then, it was just like I wasn't there to like see all these like towers or whatever and these like crazy cool places. I was just like, where's that rail that everyone skates, and where's that hub out in those ledges? That was awesome, you know what I'm saying? Because he's always been my favorite skater. The motivation was just a lot more there, you know? I mean, I was always motivated, but it was like the fact that I was cruising around with this dude, I was like, fuck, man. Can't get any more motivated than that, you know? So, just like playing games of skate or just like skating a demo or something. It was just for a spot, and it's sick, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't really ask for more, so I was just feeling it, you know? Just stoked to be out there and fucking skating with these dudes. I mean, even skating with these guys, like, for the last fucking 14 years, but like it's still the same as like when we first started skating. I don't really like, you know, the competition. You know, I used to skate contests a lot just because it was like as much skating as I can indulge, I'll take, you know. For the most part, what I love to do is just, you know, wake up and go skate in the streets, maybe skate a couple skate parks, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really have that, like, that competitiveness in me anymore. I never really did. I just care about skating. I feel better, like, working my ass off, like, going back, like, 6 times and then, like, finally nollie tray flipping, like, the 12. I think, like, if you're a natural born skate rat, like, you don't really give a fuck about those contests. You don't care, like, you just want to go skate a street spot, and, like, it's way more raw. I never did them like that because I was so short. I just sacked my board if I tried to do it, just credit card myself. So I've always done them like that. And when I first started doing them when I was a kid, you know, back in the day, that wasn't cool. Everyone wanted to see it like Muska. So I didn't really do them back in the day. I knew I could do them, but people were like, what the fuck was that? That was dumb looking. And I'm like, well, it's my hard flip because I don't want to sack my fucking board, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just kind of did it that way. And I remember I was skating with like Burnett. I did one, and he was like, man, that's sick. You should do that off something. And I was like, well, if he likes it, then I'm sure it'll be cool. So I just started doing it, and then kind of just caught on. Just a lot of crazy shit, man. We just skate the forced air a lot, and just, you know, have the backyard with skate spots, and come home and Eric would just have like blow up pools all over the place, and paradise all of a sudden in the back. you know, Scuba Steve staying the night, me launching like a big Gatorade bottle like 40 feet, not even thinking it would hit him, but just hitting him right in the face. Like somehow, like by all places it could have hit, it just hit him right in the face. P-Rod staying there for like 4 days and him riding for Baker for those 4 days. But I mean, he was riding Baker boards, we were out skating, he was down, and then, you know, obviously, I think he was just feeling girl a lot more. He was like, I want to ride for girl, you know. Just a lot of people always coming through, a lot of traffic. Andrew's drinking back then. I remember I like showed up one time, didn't even get in the house. Like, I didn't have keys, you know what I'm saying? Because there was always someone there. Rang the doorbell, Drew answers the door, and he's like, hey, just put your backpack down. I'm like, come on, like, I don't even walk in the house. And he grabs me, his hammer. He wants me to listen to a song in the car. And the canyons out there are fucking crazy. They're real tight and real narrow. We get in the car, and he's like, check this out. And we listen to like a Trick Daddy song, like, and it just like hits, and he's boom, banging. I'm like, oh, this shit's pretty hard. This is dope right here, whatever. And he just fucking slams it into drive and just go around the corners. I'm like, damn, like this song is gnarly. Like just hitting like tree branches and shit. Like just fuck, man. We survived. Obviously, we're here today. But Mumford is the greatest, dude. But he comes to the mansion for like Ellington's birthday. You know, we're getting there, and he gets there. You know, he starts raging. Everything's all good. It's a big ass house. He plans on just crashing out in the guest room, you know. So he's getting fucking. We're all getting hammered for Eric's birthday, and he ends up finding like some wine in the cupboard that had probably been there for like 10 years, you know, from the owners before, and they're slamming that back. He's calling it goon, and you know, good times, getting hammered, and it was like, you know, 3 in the morning, and everyone's starting to fucking fizzle out, you know, those dudes are all blacked out, and like, he tried to like, got over the balcony, standing on the thing, and he was like about to fucking jump off the balcony onto the chandelier. This is how hammered he was. And the chandelier would have like killed him. It was like all these massive crystals, you know what I'm saying, and these big glass things. It would have murdered him, dude. He'd been fucked. So he fucking, you know, he's like almost off, and like Eric just grabs him like, hey, what are you doing? Throws him back over, like, so sketchy. And then out of nowhere, a couple hours goes by, and he just like disappears, dude. Just gone. Like, we don't know where we're just like, where's Mud? He's like, oh, he's probably crashed out somewhere. So fucking, we wake up in the morning, and Eric, I remember Eric being like, where the fuck is this motherfucker? Where'd he go? Like, I can't find him. So he calls us, hey, what the fuck? Like, who took me home? And you know, we're in LA, and he's fucking all the way down in like San Diego. And he's like, yeah, dude, who gave me a ride home? And Eric's like, shut up, well, where the fuck are you? He's like, yeah, dude, I'm in my bed. I'm in my bed right now. And he's like, what, is your car there? And he's like, yeah, the car's right here, dude. And so he has no recollection at all. He got his fucking car and drove all the way to fucking San Diego at like 3:30 in the morning. Just autopiloted, like, oh, like, no way. That place was just crazy. Alright, if you're trying to get yourself some G6s, which you should, stop into Route 1, and they'll take care of you, hook you up, get you on the road, get you on your board, get you on the streets, get you doing tricks. G6.